All right, how's it going, guys? So we're going to review the, or sorry, I should say we're going to preview the Super Bowl today. But first, we're going to review the conference championship games that were almost 2 weeks ago. Starting off with Patriots and Broncos. I thought the Broncos had a good narrative to be in the Super Bowl because of Jarrett Stidham's birthday. I can't remember what exactly it was, but I thought the Patriots did have the better riddle to win. The Patriots were like 4 or 5 point favorites, and I said Broncos to cover, and then the Broncos did cover. They only lost by 3. Rams and Seahawks. I thought the Seahawks were going to win this game mostly because of the chance to improve to 19-19 in the playoffs, and they did just that. And yeah, now we're at the Super Bowl. So we'll start off with the Super Bowl. Something that's interesting is that Seattle is a designated designated road team in this game. They can fall to 8-2 on the road for the season. Seattle equals 82. Remember, in the last game they became 8-2 at home for the season by beating the Rams. So that's interesting. Yeah, they can get their 16th all-time road playoff loss when Patriots equals 53, the 16th prime. We just had John Brody died just before the Super Bowl, 16 days beforehand. One of the big riddles for the Seahawks to win is that they become 12-9 all-time against the Patriots when Seahawks equals 129. It's also the 43rd semi-prime. Seattle Seahawks equals 43. That their only Super Bowl they won. They won with 43 points. 129 is also 201 in base 8. Remember, Don Hasselbeck died 201 days after his son's birthday. Matt, who was the quarterback for the Seahawks back in the day when they made their first Super Bowl, and Don played for the Patriots. And Matt went to Boston College, Jesuit school. The Seahawks are 8-4 all time at Levi's Stadium, and I'm gonna show you something real quick. We look here, so let's go to StatMuse. So let's look at Seahawks record at 49ers, including playoffs since 2014, because that's when Levi's Stadium opened. And you'll see that they're 9-4 right now. However, this game right here on January 3rd, 2021, that game was actually in Arizona. And I'm going to show you here. Just look up SF 49ers 2020 schedule. And I'm getting a phone call right now, but I will call them back later. You'll see here, this is going to be a while, but yeah, look, all these games here took place in Arizona, including this one, because of COVID restrictions in Santa Clara County. I remember that because I lived there at the time. But anyway, so that means they're 8-4 all time at Levi's Stadium. And if they win, they'll get to 9-4. And Santa Clara CA equals 94. The Seahawks also, the only Super Bowl they won was the 94th NFL season. And give me a second here. And I believe Seattle, Washington. Yeah, Seattle, Washington is 94, as you see there. Okay, Sam Darnold. He can get his 52nd win overall as a starter. It's also 35 weeks and 3 days after his birthday, 353 is 71st prime. Remember, this is something I've talked about a lot. Actually, I want to pull up another thing first. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you'll see here that on June 5th, the 5th of June, 5/6, Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers. That day is Sam Darnold's birthday. Sam Darnold, June 5th, okay? Now, we've talked about this before, that June 5th is 35 weeks and 3 days before the Super Bowl, when 353 is the Catholicism 112. Oh, sorry. Is it, no, I'm sorry. It's Catholic. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff confused. Catholic is 71. 353 is the 71st prime number. Remember the Santa Clara Mission. The Santa Clara Catholic Mission was founded on January 12th. That's why I was getting my 112 mixed up. January 12th, 1777. When January 12th is the day leaving 353 days left in the year, as you see right there. Okay, so that gets that point out of the way. So that's basically why he's in this game today. Mike Macdonald can get his 27th overall win. Santa Clara equals 27. The first Super Bowl there 10 years ago was on 2/7, which is today. Yeah, and for the Seahawks, it is their 50th season. San Francisco goes 50. Remember, Sam Darnold kicked off the playoffs by getting his 50th career win against San Francisco. Yes, that was an easy call. Yeah, the records seem to not favor the Patriots. I mean, Seahawks getting to 12-9 all time, and Patriots falling to 17-4 for the season, and falling to 6-6 in Super Bowls. That makes a lot of sense, and it's their 66th season overall, if you include their time in the AFL. Yeah, Seahawks equals 48. They won that was their only Super Bowl victory, was Super Bowl 48. They can fall to 4-8 all time at home against the Seahawks. And the Seahawks can become 12-9. But the 41 in Super Bowl goes well. 41 in Super Bowl goes well together. Patriots can get their 41st playoff win. 122 is the 41st semi-prime. Now the game is in Santa Clara, which is actually on the 121st meridian. San Francisco is on the 122nd meridian. I'll just show you here. It's very close, because if we look at, let's just do Santa Clara coordinates, and you'll see, yeah, 129.95. So it's almost on the 122nd meridian. If we look at San Francisco is clearly on 122nd. You see right there. Same thing with Oakland. Yeah, Oakland's also on 122. I wonder what Mountain View is on. Okay, so Mountain View is basically the start of 122. That's where Google is. What about Sunnyvale? I'm just curious. Sunnyvale. Okay, Sunnyvale is also on one. I'm pretty sure Yahoo's from Sunnyvale. Yeah, actually, that's kind of got me curious. I wonder where the 122. The 122-121 boundary is. I'm just kind of curious. Let's take a look. What about Lawrence Expressway? That's still 121.99. Once you right there. Okay, so yeah, basically Lawrence Expressway is just right there. Okay. Now we know. So yeah, right. Okay, yeah, Sunnyvale Baylands. Yeah, I know that place. Yeah, so that's approximately the 122nd meridian right there. That's interesting. Yeah, Cupertino, where Apple's from. I'm pretty sure Yahoo's headquarters are right in here somewhere. Or at least they were. I don't remember. It's been a while. Yeah, I remember Google's right over here. Yeah, and then Facebook's right up here. It's called Meta now. But you get the idea. Okay, so yeah, that's your 122nd meridian exactly right there. Okay. Enough with that. I think it is important that we talk about some of the overall themes. This again, Church of Satan and Santa Clara CA both equal 137, the 33rd prime, and if the AFC wins the Super Bowl, it'll be 30 apiece. But then again, Santa Clara CA does equal does equal 31. NFC looking for their 31st win, and it is 127 days before Cooper Kupp's 15/6 birthday. Just to show you that here. Yeah, he's the Super Bowl 56 MVP. Now he's playing in the 56th Super Bowl of the modern era with the team from his home state, 15/6, as you see right there. So let's just measure the dates. From June 15th. Oh yeah, exactly 34 weeks after his birthday. Jesuits founded in 1534. And also remember, 95 is the 34th semi-prime. And the last time these two teams played in the Super Bowl, it was the 95th NFL season. 95, 34th semi-prime. But anyways, 127 days before his 15/6 birthday. That's a very 9/11 type of thing. And yeah, we know that we know that Seattle has a big impact on 9/11. Let's look at his full name. 80, like Satan. Let's just do that. Yeah, he's got a couple of satanic connections. 134, I know that's a semi-prime. I want to say it's the 44th? 45th semi-prime, okay. Yeah. I wonder what's his last name. He's got the kill numbers in his last name. Yes, he's got... Yeah, Cooper Douglas Kupp 80 and Cooper Kupp 55. Interesting. Okay. I was looking at some of the Gatorade colors. To me, I think clear/water has the best chance because it equals 106 and 43. Especially if the Seahawks win. I think clear/water is your best bet. Orange is also interesting too. Because it equals 60. Pink is interesting too, but I mean, I think clear/water and orange are probably your two best bets. Okay, I want to talk about these college basketball games today because there's two that will have a major impact, as might give us a bit of a foreshadow. The first is St. Joe's versus George Mason. This is coming up in about 2.5 hours at 3 o'clock Central Time. Again, Hawks and Patriots, right before the Seahawks play the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Back in 2019, look at this, February 2nd, 2019, right before the Rams and Patriots played in the Super Bowl, you had the George Mason Patriots against the VCU Rams. George Mason Patriots scored 63 points. They lost, but that didn't matter because the next day Tom Brady became 6-3 in Super Bowls. So this game, pay attention to what the final score of this game is because that will no doubt be a foreshadow. As well as this game here is Santa Clara versus Washington State right before the football team from Washington State, Seattle Seahawks, plays the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, and that's coming up at 5 o'clock Central, so 3 o'clock Pacific. Yeah, so these games are like pretty much back to back. It's like you can watch this game, and then once this game finishes, it'll probably be a couple minutes into this game. So I'm not encouraging you to watch it, but you should definitely see what the final score is because that'll probably be a foreshadow. And then also tomorrow's game between the Knicks and the Celtics. I think someone mentioned that whatever Joe Mazzulla's record, if Joe Mazzulla wins tomorrow, his record will basically equal what New England Patriots equals. I think it'll be like... Yeah, I think Joe Mazzulla and the Celtics win tomorrow. will become like 217 and 82 as a head coach or something like that. I can't remember. I think that's what it was. Right, and we've talked about this before. 39th day of the year. New York Eagles 39. Remember, the Seahawks won the first Super Bowl that was played on the 33rd day of the year. That was, well, it was technically in New Jersey, but it was at the home of the New York teams. That was the first Super Bowl played on the 39th day of the year. Again, 2 months and 214 days after O.J. Simpson's birthday and 21 weeks before his birthday. 2 months and 14 days before Marshawn Lynch's birthday. They're both former, both running backs from the Bay Area, and they used to play for the Bills. And it is also 73 days before Marshawn Lynch's birthday. Just to show you here. His birthday is April 22nd. You can trust me on that one. 73 days, 2 months, 14 days. Yeah, and Marshawn Lynch went to the same high school as John Brody, who just passed away. Yeah, April 22nd. So it's actually right before his 40th birthday, too. And 173 is the 40th prime. I should look at his name. Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch 60 and 66. Yeah, Super Bowl 60. Patriots 66th season. How do you spell his middle name? It's okay, 2 R's, 2 L's. Yeah, and he's known as Beast Mode, Beastquake. 111. I mean, if the Seahawks lose, they'll fall to 11 and 10. 249, I don't think that's a prime number, but it is a semi-prime. 249 is the 80th semi-prime. Satan equals 80. I don't think 291 is a semi-prime. It is a semi-prime. 291 is the 91st semi-prime, and 91 is the 31st semi-prime. Huh. Interesting. What is in Marshawn Lynch? I know 150. I want to say 159 is the 62nd semi-prime, 63rd. No, sorry, 53rd semi-prime. Yeah, Patriots does equal 53. And they won Super Bowl 53. Beast Mode. What does Beast Mode equal? Well, just Beast is 88. Huh, okay. But if the Seahawks do win, they'll become 17 and 3 for the season. The Patriots right now are 17 and 3 for the season. That's the 40th prime, and he's about to turn age 40. And he's 39 years old. The Super Bowl is on the 39th day of the year. It's round 1, pick 12, 112. It's a big Catholic number, as we just talked about earlier. Yeah, so this Super Bowl is definitely in tribute to him. And I've talked about this before with Don Hasselbeck, who died 201 days after his son Matt's birthday, if I could say that correctly, who was the quarterback for the Seahawks. Oh, and I guess one more thing I should mention. So it is 73 days before Marshawn Lynch's birthday. Zach did a big post about all the 21s, because 73 is the 21st prime. I was the one that contributed the piece about Levi Strauss. I made a comment on one of his videos yesterday. I think he just mistyped here. He meant to say he died at age 73. As you see right there, died at age 73. But what's funny is that you'll see from his birthday, from when he died to his birthday, September 26th to February 26th. Let's take a look. September 26, 1902 until February 26, 1903 is 153 days. We know that's a big Jesuit number. Jesuit order 153. So that means it's a span of 154. Levi's Stadium equals 154. What are the odds of that? Come on. Let me see, what does Levi Strauss equal? And Levi Strauss equals 39. What do you know? Okay. Span of 213. 213 is the 69th semi-prime. Or Cooper Kupp played in the Super Bowl. That was on 213. He was the MVP of that. Okay, I've already talked about the death of John Brodie. I've pretty much already talked about all this Catholic stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, in about 2.5 hours from now, I don't know when I'll upload this video, but I imagine this will upload before 1 o'clock Central Time here. Yeah, so pay attention to see what happens in this game, because that'll be a major clue. This one maybe not quite as big, but definitely will be a clue of some sorts. This game will also definitely be a clue. So we'll see what happens. And I guess I didn't I didn't really make a pick, did I? But so let's just here. Okay, we'll do a pick. I'm going to say, like, honestly, I do think the Seahawks do have the better riddles to win the game, but that 41 thing is just kind of staring me in the face. Like, well, the problem is if you bet Seahawks on the money line, like you'll see here, they're minus 240. So even if you just put like $10 on them, you only win $4, which means you get $14 in return. So that's not really worth the bet just to bet them straight up on the money line. If you do want to bet the Seahawks on the money line, the best would probably be to parlay them with someone else. Like you could do, I don't really pay enough attention to college basketball, but like let's look at who was it? George Mason. Like you could put them, and then maybe put down Santa Clara as well. Santa Clara is also a big favorite. But even though those are 3 favorites, I mean, if you put 3 of those in a parlay, if you put $10 on them, now you can win $14. So that's just something to think about. I mean, if you bet the, let's go to NFL again. Right, if you bet the Patriots to cover, that bet is much more worth it. Because if you win $10, you get $9 back. And yeah, 5 points again. 4. If you write out the number 4, it equals 60. Like a few years ago, Super Bowl 56 was a 3-point game. 3 equals 56. 4 equals 60. So I think a 4-point game is very likely. Like the last time these two teams played in the Super Bowl was 28-24. That was a 4-point game. Honestly, wouldn't be shocked if we maybe had a 3-point game because it's the 56 in the modern era. 3 equals 56. And the first Super Bowl the Patriots won was by 3 points. I want to look at what the Patriots' point differential in Super Bowls is. Patriots point differential in Super Bowl. I should actually put that into StatMuse, shouldn't I? Minus 36? Wow. That's kind of surprising. Well, if they lose by 4, they'll be at minus 40, and the Seahawks will improve to 17-3 for the season. Hold on, 18 and shoot. Okay, so if the Patriots win, they'll be 18-3. 183 is the 59th semi-prime. And Freemasonry is 59. I can't remember. I want to say Drake May. His full name Drake Lee May. Is that what it is? Drake Lee May. Yeah, Drake Lee May. I forget what is Mike Vrabel's forget his 68 plus 5, 70. He's going for his 74th win. Just make sure that's correct. 18, 29, 41, 48. 48 plus 6 is 54. Yeah, 68, that's correct. 70. So he is going for a 74th playoff win. Or 74th total win, sorry. He can get his 52nd playoff loss. Okay. Interesting. I forget where I was at now. Oh yeah, they're the minus 36 in Super Bowls. They've scored 249. Is that right? No, that's not. I can't look up there how many points they've scored. I don't want to add all those numbers up. Let's look at the Seahawks. And if they win, they'll be plus 24. That'd be in tribute to Marshawn Lynch. Why do I feel like Seahawks has a... Yeah, Seahawks does equal 24. That's it. So that is an interesting riddle. If the Seahawks do win by 4 points, they will be plus 24 in Super Bowls all time. That's a very interesting narrative there. And I was talking about 69 because I forget what exactly I was talking about earlier. But 213 is the 69th semi-prime, and 69 is the 24th semi-prime. Like how the sun is 24, the Jesuits logo is a sun. So yeah, that's very interesting. I'll do another live stream probably tomorrow. Either live stream or recording tomorrow morning once we have the results of these two games. Because, as I said, those are going to be clues. And maybe we can focus on what the final score might be. But I think that's enough for now. And we'll catch you guys. Later. I guess one more thing before I go. I've been hanging around a bit too long, but I just saw right before I started this that Terrence Gore passed away. And at first I thought, oh, it must have been like a car crash or something. But they said no, he died in surgery. And I'm like, what? How do you die in surgery? Like, in like this day and age where like doctors like know what they're doing. Like, I've only had surgery once. I had my wisdom teeth removed, so it was oral surgery. But when you get, I'll have to find out. Let's see where the article is. I want to find out. Let's see if they mention anything about him dying in surgery, because that's just fucking weird. Okay, yeah, here they say on Reddit. Complications during a routine surgery. Okay, I was going to say that when I had my wisdom teeth removed, I mean, they put an IV in you, and they put, like, all these, like, vital things on you. And then once they put the IV in, you go to sleep, like, a minute later, and then they do the surgery, and then you wake up, and everything's fine. But, like, they put all these things on you, all these, like, I don't even know how to describe it, but they're basically monitoring you to make sure you don't have, like, something that something goes wrong. So, like, I don't understand how this could happen. Like, something does not seem right here. But okay, the reason why I wanted to bring him up is because his name, Terrence Gore, and his name is spelled with an O. Or sorry, his name is not an O. His name is spelled with an A, not an E. 129 and 66. Obviously, if the Seahawks win, they'll become 12-9 against the Patriots, and the Patriots will fall to 6-6 in Super Bowls. So that's, I forget what his middle name is. What's his middle name? Jamar. What is his full name? 82. Doesn't Seahawks? Is 287 a semi-prime? 287 is a semi-prime. 89 semi-prime, which is the 24th prime. Yeah, and there was something about his... So he died yesterday. And from his death date until, so let's just do 2/6/2026. So died on 2/6/26. His birthday, I think, was June 8th, if I remember correctly. So yeah, died 122 days before his birthday. I believe Kansas City equals 122. He played for Kansas City, won the World Series with Kansas City, and they also in his first year they lost to San Francisco in the World Series. Yeah, June 8th. Yeah. Kansas City 122. San Francisco 122. Yeah, so this death is very suspicious. I don't think it's an accident. 17 weeks, 3 days, 40th prime. Interesting. Yeah, and he won the Super Bowl over the Mets in the 111th World Series. How many days after his birthday was it? 243. That's 3 to the 5th. So like Catholic equals 35. Yeah, no, this death is not. I don't think this is an accident, unfortunately. Man, that's. Jeez. Complications of surgery? Like, what the heck? In today's day and age, are you serious? Then on 2/6/26, 122 days before his birthday, his first played for Kansas City. His first World Series was against San Francisco, which both equal 122. Come on. And did he play for them? He said he did play. He beat the Mets in the World Series. Okay, he actually wasn't on the World Series roster, but he still received a ring. But then he finished his career with the Mets. Is August 31st, is that the day leaving 122 days left in the year? I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, he made his MLB debut on, oh my god, okay, so he made his MLB debut on the day leaving 122 days left in the year, and then he dies 122 days before his birthday, and he played for Kansas City, and his first World Series was against San Francisco, which both equal 122. Are you serious? Yeah, no, this is definitely connected to the Super Bowl. Man, that sucks for him and his family. Man, complications during routine surgery. Jeez. I wonder if he had a family even. But yeah, okay, that's it. Sorry to end this on a sour note, but jeez. We'll catch you guys later.